Today, we're going to talk about some horrible business advice, what's going on in the App Store, and what you should be aware of if you're in the world of podcasting, or more importantly, if you've not taken that step yet. Let's chat. What's up, automators? Today, I want to go through, and again, when I was talking about trying to make this show better, trying to figure out some other elements to bring to the table and how I can make this thing more of a utility for you. And so I said, I need to also incorporate some news, because what's not better than incorporating some news in here to keep you abreast of what's going on in the marketplace. So today, first, we're going to talk about the trending apps that are going on in the App Store, some things there so we can just kind of review, see if there's anything new. We'll talk about a story that if you were into podcasting, you're going to want to hear. And then I listened to a video today, actually, before I recorded this, that gave me a reminder, some advice I should probably give you, especially if you have a side hustle right now. This is going to be really important for you. Or if you're doing coaching and speaking and it still feels like a side hustle, this is also going to be important for you to hear. So first things first, I cracked the phone open. Folks that on video can see me crack the phone open. But one of the things that I like to do, and I do it occasionally, and this will help me do it more often, is I take a look through the App Store. So I like to see what's trending, what's new, what's hot, what is still there. So that means it tells me something that's still working and it's standing the test of time. So I'm in iOS, so I'm over on Apple. Right now at the top of the list is still Pokemon Go. I downloaded it some time ago. Have done anything with it recently, but it's still at the top of the list. And I don't know if this list is in order from hottest to coldest, but it's still on that hot list right now. And that just amazes me. Other mentions are Snapchat, of course, Roblox. If you got kids, you know what that is. Clash Royale, that's there. I've never played it. TikTok, of course, is on here. Won't even get into the whole Facebook fiasco. There's enough news out there on that right now. Homescapes, so a number of number of puzzle games. One thing I'm seeing on here, and I'm seeing not on here, I see HBO Max, I see Disney Plus, I see Prime, Amazon Prime, and Hulu on here. There is no Netflix. A little surprising there. You got some classics on here like Subway Surfer, Among Us is still on here. Of course, you got Tinder, Twitch, of course, is still on here. You got a game from Genshin Impact. Something from Karina Fire. I don't know what that is. So nothing crazy. I see Pokemon has another game on here. Walking Dead is on the list. And so nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. I may have missed something, but nothing crazy here that changes the world. Now, I say that to say this. Okay, I went through all that to say this. That in this particular piece here, again, going through these, there are some, it is possible for you to become a household name and let that thing stick, right? Who would have thought Pokemon Go would still be on this hot list? And the thing came out forever ago. I haven't played it. I didn't even think it was a thing still, but apparently it's still here. Snapchat, I thought it completely gone away, but it's still on this thing here. So again, there's some things I would have never imagined to be on the top of, at least still here where it feels relevant. And so when you build your thing, right, whatever thing you build, and I think one of the things that are in common here are there's some principles to all these things, right? Like there's versus social media, whether it's a game, they all do and stick to some principles well, and that usually is keeping you on platform, right? They do good and they get you in a world. Amazon is part of a universe. Disney is its own brand, its own universe. Pokemon is its own universe, right? And it taps into a certain love and nostalgia of a certain people, while also incorporating younger players. So it is like the perfect material to keep you in. Okay, so just keep those things in mind. TikTok, it's obviously hot. It's been here longer than we know it's been. It actually was Musically before it became TikTok. And it's been here again, playing on the fundamentals of entertaining, engaging, and keep you involved. Okay, so that's that. Now, The news story that I want to talk about today, that I want to talk about here, is a story over on TechCrunch. And I go in every day now and I watch and I look through all the technology news. This one came up. Here's the title, and it's Podcastle raises 7 million for its all-in-one platform for podcast production and publishing. Now it references two other tools I would love to highlight. I've talked about Anchor.fm quite often, and there's another tool I haven't talked about much here, but I thought was pretty cool when I found it, and that was Descript. Go make sure you check those out. I don't have any affiliate links to share anything for those. I just think they're good choices. Podcastle, I have not checked out yet, but this article is stating that they will be an all-in-one platform that can cover your recording, your production, and your publishing all in one place. So Anchor, you can do a little bit of production. Descript is pretty much all production. Okay, it is no publishing. It's all production. So this seems like it's stating it's going to connect the two. Okay, and so I would check that out. If you're in the world of podcasts, or if you've not made a podcast yet, this would be a great time to get into it. And this just shows you that there's still money there. There's still companies, there's still investors willing to shell out cash for this idea of creating a podcast. So you mean that there is still something there. If you all need help with the podcast, we do know folks. I have folks in the network. We can, help you all and send you to if you want help in that endeavor. Okay. But yeah, so check that out. It'll be useful. Now, on to today's topic that'll help you if you're a business owner, if you have a side hustle, if you feel like your business still feel kind of like a hobby. This is for you. I was watching this video today, and it was about this guy who owns a dump business. So it's a dumpster business, and he delivers. And he said that when he started out, he went online and he only did free posts on Facebook, free stuff in classifieds, Craigslist, all that stuff. He has no website. You won't find him on Google if you try. You won't find him on Yelp and all that stuff if you try. He does none of that stuff. He says, just start with all the free stuff. And so I said to myself, okay, and just full disclosure, he does kind of circle back to it at the end of the video saying, well, if you're just starting and you don't have that much money, I got you. Now, my issue is a lot of folks are just going to take that initial mentality he gave, and they're just going to think, oh, I'm just going to always do it this way. I'm always just going to do it word of mouth. I'm always just going to do it on Facebook. I'm always going to do it on Craigslist or my classifieds. I'm never going to need to do more. I'm making good money now, and that's great. There's danger in this, right? Because this is the truth still. Because I'll go through Facebook now and I'll find folks say, yeah, I'm an established mechanic. I've been doing this for years. But then when you check, you try to see what's going on with them. There's nothing, right? They still don't have the website. They still don't have a system in place. And so here's the mistake. And this is what y'all need to know. And put it down in the comments below. Let me know if you've made this mistake. Is without taking it to the next level, getting the website, putting some things in place, making it more formal. Your business is still a business. It's a generator, but it's not an asset yet. And so if you have family, if you have siblings, if you have loved ones, if you want to leave a legacy, you need to have an asset to leave behind. And so some folks are like, well, I'm just going to leave this business and my kids aren't going to do it, so I'm just going to shut it down. Well, you could sell that business off to somebody else and then have the money for your kids. It's like, well, I don't want to give money to my kids. Then what do you care about? Do you care about animals? You care about squirrels? You care about dogs, plants, trees, reservoirs, Africa, Antarctica, whatever you care about. You have money to now leave the things you care about. It could be, for all I care, just football, basketball, NASCAR, golf, hockey. You have money you can give to kids, to sports, to foundations. You have something you can pass along to someone. So by not putting the right systems in place, by not wanting to expand your business, at least to the point where you can hand it off and have it exist and run without you, and you have the now option to do whatever you want in your business, You're being selfish to yourself because now you're limiting the amount of life you can live. You're being selfish to those that love you because you're never setting it up for you to be free to then expend some of that energy on them. And then you're being selfish to the world. At the end of the day, if there's something amazing that you feel should be done in the world, and you're complaining about it getting done, and you have not created an asset from your business where you can now sell that asset and then use those resources to solve said problem, then again, you are being selfish. End of the day. And I know some folks can say, Justin, well, I'm gonna get heat for this, and because I work a job and I don't feel like I need to do all that. And that's fine. That is your choice. I'm not saying you're a bad person, right? When I eat popcorn, I love to eat all the popcorn to myself. I'm selfish in that regard, right? I don't want to share. I'll get you another thing of popcorn. You can have your own, but I don't want to share my bag. This is how I am. It makes me a little selfish. Yes. Does it make me a horrible person? No. So I'm not saying you're horrible. I'm just saying it's selfish. In the end of the day, it's selfish in context where you want more to happen. Now, if you don't want more to happen, that's fine. But in a world where there's a lot of stuff that people complain about and claim they don't have the resources to solve the problem, you sure aren't helping. You sure aren't helping. Okay. So if you need help getting systems in place, getting some help trying to turn your side hustle into an asset, make sure you check us out at automatewithease.com. Again, it is automatewithease.com. Link will be in the description. All right. I appreciate y'all. If there's any news y'all want to hear about, anything y'all want to hear about, any questions you have, reach out to us. Go ahead and send a message over here on the podcast over at ampodcast.net. Lend us a like, subscribe, share, all that jazz, or shoot us an email at support@automationmastery.net. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next episode. And as usual, treat each day as a building block to a better future. Peace.